Hey, what is up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Havoc, and this one I'm going to show you 3 really easy ways to stock up your ship with supplies without having to go island to island or run around on the sea post or an outpost to get supplies. Let's get into it. So the first way I'm going to show you how to get supplies is actually at the outpost you spawn at, but caveat, this does cost money. So the first thing you want to do is run over here to the Merchant Alliance and talk to the trader. Go over here to browse offers, resources, and commodities. Then select browse resources and commodities. And you can see here the Merchant Alliance actually sells you supplies. So you can get a crate of cannonballs for 5,000, a crate of fruit for 3,500, and a crate of wood for 3,500 for a grand total of 12,000 gold to start. That's the easiest way to get going, but like I said, it does cost 12,000 gold. You could also buy a storage crate for 17,500. If you want to get up and going, that's the easiest way to do it. Let's get on to the second method. The second method to easily get a bunch of supplies is actually a tall tale. So if you have done any of the Pirate's Life tall tales, you'll know that there's one specific one that I have actually saved. It is the Lords of the Sea, the final chapter. And what you want to do is, obviously you want to go through and beat it, so you get all the credit and the loot and stuff. But if you go back and then you stop at the final chapter and just keep this in your inventory, this is the chapter that gives you a ton of supplies at no cost. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down and it'll spawn up in the sky. We'll go do it and I'll show you how to get those supplies. Alright, we have it down. So after you put down that voyage, you'll see the giant Davy Jones head up in the sky, and we'll start sailing that way. One really cool thing about this one is it kind of does all the work for you, and what we're going to find out here is it's going to be a bunch of ghost ships, and they don't fire at you. However, other kind of friendly ships that are part of this tall tale will fire at those ghost ships. And as they do fire at each other and take out those ghost ships, they will drop supply crates. Now, here's the kind of the thing about this. The supplies are good, but you don't get the really, really good stuff. So you're not going to get curse balls, you're not going to get chain shot, you're going to get fire bombs, fireballs, blunder bombs, stuff like that. You're going to get just your basic supplies. You also get free storage crates. So you can see here we're starting to get into the actual area where this tall tale is happening. There'll be a storm, but don't worry, the storm actually doesn't do anything to you. You're gonna start seeing ships and stuff like that. They're not gonna do anything to you. It's obvious. It's actually a really good event to go and practice on if you want to practice some shots on ghost ships. And kind of the cool thing is we can just kind of raise our sail here, and the island will do all of this work for us. Now you will have Calypso and Jack talking to you throughout the event here, but you can literally just chill. You don't have to do anything if you don't want to. That ship right there is actually helping us. They're going to take out that ghost ship, and then you can see here when it's done, they drop supplies. So I didn't have to do anything. You could literally just chill here for a while and they'll start to drop supply crates just from your friendly ships firing at them. But let's head over here and get this supply crate. You see there's one back there that's already done for us. You didn't have to do anything. There's another one right by the other one. So each one of these drops a supply crate, and we have not fired a single shot. I've been in this event for about 90 seconds and I've not fired a single shot. We have a supply crate there. We have one in front of us, 2, 3, 4, 5 crates total. We have not fired a single shot. So the beauty of this is, as more and more ships, there's going to be some over there too that we can go get. As more and more ships get taken out by your little friendly ghost ships, it'll drop more stuff. And what we can do is we'll go down here and we'll just cancel the tall tale. And what that's going to do, that'll get rid of these ships and stuff. It'll turn the weather back to normal. But we don't lose this chapter, so we always have this. So let me go ahead and cancel. See? Now the storm is all let up. the ships are going to go, and then the main spire in the middle goes away, and all of our supply crates still hang out here. So now we can go pick these up. There's our first one. So we'll get a couple more of those. And again, we did absolutely nothing. We didn't fire a single cannonball shot or anything into any of those ships. The event did all the work for us. And this is about a minute and a half or so of just sitting in the event. Another crate. See here, we have some pineapple, more boards, more cannonballs. So this is a really great way to stock up the ship. I always suggest you have this tall tale chapter just saved. If forever you actually accidentally sink or something and you want to get supplies, a pretty good route of supplies somewhat quickly, this is a great way to do that. I picked up only 3 of the supply crates that dropped in the water. You can see we still have 1, 2, 3. I think there's a couple over there. We probably have 4 or 5 left to pick up, but here's 3. I combined them all into one, and you can see here we have 94 boards, 93 cannonballs, and a little bit of fruit. So you get a really good amount of cannonballs and boards to start up and get going. Now let's head over to the final way that you can get supplies really easily in a single location. The final way to get supplies actually really quickly is at a sea fort. So go to any one of the new sea fortresses that you see around the map, and what you want to do is you'll have to clear it out first, otherwise you're going to get attacked by little ghosty boys and whatnot. But as you complete the fortress, you'll get a key to unlock the vault and you get a bunch of loot and stuff, so it's actually a really fun thing to do. But what you want to do is take a little supply crate, storage crate with you, and just go around to every barrel and take everything out of it. You're going to get a pretty good amount of supplies. As you saw at the beginning of this, I started with an empty storage crate, and I've gone around and I've filled it up to take all of the various stuff around the fortress. Now let's take a look at some of the supplies that we got just by going around and looting the supplies. So as you can see, we got 15 boards, 10 mangoes, 75 coconuts, 99, 105 bananas, 29 pomegranates, 4 pineapples, and 140 cannonballs. Something to note is this is also after we finished the fort, so we did take and use some of the fruit as we were going. But you can see for probably about 7 minutes of work, I'd say probably maybe 5 minutes to complete the fortress, and then going around a couple minutes to collect everything. This is what you came out with. And that, my friends, is the third way to easily get a bunch of supplies for your ship in a single location. If you found this video helpful, I'd super appreciate if you liked, subscribed, and hit that bell so you know when the next video drops, and we'll see you next time.